We're matching like red and black. I don't know what's happening. We've decided to blend with our couch today. Yeah, I know. It means we're going to be talking very serious love matters. Get what I did there? Oh man, I can be shady sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. But we want to talk about yeah, it's good to be lighthearted and choose joy. Let me tell you, that is my motto.
Especially these days. At times like this.
Choose joy. It is a choice.
It's a choice.
But anyway, Benjamin.
Choose joy. Okay.
Now you get it. But anyway, we want to talk about how you know you found the one. And of course, this is, something that everybody would desire. Well, let me say most people would desire for themselves. And relationships don't always have to be about red flags and, run 100 miles per hour in the opposite direction. Yani toroka. There are also good signs of relationships and, of course, very good things about relationships as well. And so today, we want to focus on the green lights as well. Maybe we should have worn green. We should have worn green. Because we're not focusing on the red lights. We want to focus on the green lights.
So next week
today.
I'll take you to Kitui with green. Agreed?
Kuna curfew wewe.
Oh, I mean dressing.
Oh, okay.
We dress yellowish green.
All right. So we want to talk about what are the different signs that you've actually found the one and how do you know for sure? I'd love to hear from you guys, especially if you're married or you're in a relationship leading to marriage. How do you know that is the one? What is the sign that has really stood out for you? Benjamin, you're married. What was one of your signs?
One of the things I want to bring out of the head is rich conversations. When you have these rich conversations that just go on, and time seems to fly when both of you are talking, I don't understand how 2 hours are gone. So rich conversations that are interesting on any topic. On any topic, that's one green light. That it simply means you are connecting on many levels. You see the world from the same point. The other thing is the person doesn't feel new. You feel like you have always known them for a long time. In fact, your life seems to map on each other. You wonder how it's so similar and we didn't know each other. You could even come from one up country. I had asked you over there whether you are a country girl or you are a town girl. You can find somebody who grew up in town, another up country, but you view the world so similarly. You wonder, how is this possible? So that mapping, so that you seem to view the world from the same point, and it's like you have known them for a very long time. Another thing is, which is very important and which is often ignored, the person allows you to have a life outside the relationship. They allow you to have the life you had before. You had your social life, and they're happy to catch up with you after that. The opposite is where they want to be always talking to you. There's a way they can allow you to have your own life, which is very important. The other sign is you have a strong connection. When you don't talk for long, you feel lovesick. You miss them. But the chemistry is not explosive. Explosive chemistry is actually a bad sign.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. If you take long without talking and you feel panicky, you start fearing, and you feel you are unsettled, you can't even focus, that's not a good sign. You are obsessed with them.
Oi.
Obsession is a bad thing.
It
means this person is prohibited for you, or they are taboo, or they feel a silhouette or a shadow of a parent you never had.
Oi.
A parent who abandoned you. So you have a very strong connection to them, which is more addictive than healthy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay. But before we even carry on with this, Benjamin, I want us to dial it back just a little bit and even ask the question, is there something like the one? Right? Because I feel like sometimes people look at relationships and feel like they have this list, and it's mostly of physical attributes rather than qualities or values. And so in some ways, I feel like you almost miss out on a good relationship because you're so focused on the things and not the actual values, not the actual principles. Meaning, is it possible that there could be many the ones? It's just as long as they follow with the values and the principles you hold and that you're compatible? Or is this whole idea of that there's only this one person in the world for you? Of course, when you're in love, you feel that way, and that's great. But what do you say to that?
And I'm happy. One thing I like about this show is that, Jess, you have a depth of understanding. You have hinted at something I would not have gotten into if you can't think on that level.
Wow.
you are the barometer here, and you're taking me deep, and I like it. Let me announce the
good.
following: the people who can be your soulmate are many. It's not one person.
And I was asking that because I actually don't even agree with the idea of a soulmate, because it speaks to me of someone who maybe you lost a spouse and you remarry. It doesn't mean that you've disrespected the person.
Thank you.
Right? Like you've just found another person and
The
it's okay.
people who can be your one
Yeah.
vary. Number one is they vary according to how far you had developed yourself by the time you settled. If you settle at level 1, you meet a person who agrees with you on that level. If you had matured or grown in your walk with God, in your self-realization, in your career, there's another person who fits that level of personal development. At the same time, this idea of looking for that one is very childish.
It is, and it makes it it goes back to that obsession you were
Yes,
talking
thank
about.
you.
Because you're just looking at things. This Prince Charming, and I know people have a list. Even me, I used to have a list. Alafu nikaokolewa.
Can I say something about that list?
Yeah, before we take a break, I need to take a break.
You go to that list and you think you find a supermarket of people to pick one of it. Soon you realize nobody was waiting for you. Nobody was expecting you. Nobody is paying you attention. So you fold your list, put it in the pocket, and you have one new requirement. Who is willing to talk to me?
Umeanza mapema. We're going to take a break, guys. And when we come back, we're going to continue this conversation on how you know you found the one, okay? And what are some of the green lights is what we're talking about today. But even this idea, do you agree? Do you believe in this idea of the one? And I mean, I think when you find someone that you really care about, you can see how they are the one for you in that moment. But this idea of just seeking this one person who looks like this and has this, as Benjamin here has said, might be a little childish. Okay, so we're going to be discussing even more of that when we get back from the break. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm here with Benjamin Zulu and we're talking about how to know you found the one. But even so, we're just clarifying this phrase, the one, to say that we're not here telling you, look for a soulmate, because many of you can't even describe what that means. And we continued talking over the break saying how really a lot of us miss the mark or miss the person that we're supposed to be with because we're looking at very superficial things. We're focused on material things. We're looking at their looks, how much money they have in the bank account, rather than their values and whether you're aligned to those, whether your principles are aligned, so that you're heading in the same direction. Because look, you can be with the hottest guy on earth. If you're not aligned, you will always have problems in that relationship.
And I'm happy you bring that up because we said there are several problems with that belief about soulmate. One is that childish expectation of things to happen easy, a miraculous happening of things.
Always romantic.
The way you saw in a movie. And another problem is you expect that person to show up from somewhere and land.
Anguke, like manna.
Some of you they have even given God conditions. I want him to come in a red tie. I think brothers pray. The sister who brings me Coca-Cola and Ngumu is the one. So a good mother who saw that you are famished gives you, only to find that this is a mother. Oh, no. So the problem is sometimes finding the one is an evolution. It's a person you've been walking with. It's a growth. It's a journey. You came to realize you know each other better. You understand better. It happened over time. It was not a sudden emergence like in a movie. Can we also ask people to stop expecting? Movies are controlled by a script.
Oh, yes.
We have a breaking news. Movies are not real life.
It was edited and re-edited.
There are several shots. Action, action. So don't expect your life to happen like a movie. This is real life. There is no script. The other thing is, sometimes it is you who needs to grow.
Absolutely.
To match up. And something I said we like of air. When you know another green light is you feel that you and the other person challenge each other. From the time you started talking, you believe yourself better, you have better confidence, you're trying new things, you're seeing new possibilities, and it is two-way. It's not one way. When it is one way, Joyce, it's intimidation. The day a person tells you, I feel like I don't deserve you, believe them. Please believe them. they have told you, that's a revelation. In fact, you should say amen
Yeah.
and continue the journey.
Yeah.
But when it's a green light, when you realize you stretch each other and you trust, there's another thing, that spontaneous generosity. You know it's a green light when you share freely, you don't even give it a thought, and it is two-way.
Si ati kuuliza tu sawa.
It is spontaneous generosity. When you get something, first of all, there are 3 layers for there to be spontaneous generosity. You care for them like a sibling.
Okay.
You know the way you just remember your siblings, share things with them?
Yeah.
There's that kind of sharing.
Yeah.
The other thing is a friend. The way
Yeah.
you decide the friend.
Yeah.
That level is the lover.
Yeah.
Because of that, you feel like you share freely. They can give you money. Any can give each other. When you see something, you remember them. I saw this shirt. I saw this blouse. Oh, I saw this shoe.
Like
I thought
it.
of you. I thought of you. So that freeness is there. Another thing is, this person has outgrown control by their family. That is important. Whether the family is very healthy and happy or toxic and messed up. Everybody needs to grow the control by their families. So you need a person who looks like they are independent. Yes, they have a relationship with their family, but they are the ones making decisions for their life.
Yeah.
This is a healthy thing when you ask them. Now that we come from different cultures, you know, people like Joyce, how will your family respond? They tell you, don't worry, I'm the one making choices here, don't worry. My family is allowed me to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a green flag. A person who tells you, whatever I take home, I've already prepared them.
Yeah.
I've already built a culture. Another thing is, you need a person who is willing to let go if things don't work. That's important.
Let go of what?
Of this relationship.
Uh-huh.
Should things not
Wait,
work?
but this is before marriage.
Yes, we are in a relationship.
Okay.
We are
Dating.
talking about whether to know.
Okay,
this is the
whether
one.
to know they're the one.
Yes,
So, yeah.
when it is dating. Now, inside marriage, let's flip that to know that you found the one. Inside marriage, you know it's a green light when the person, despite everything that's happening, they are in here to stay.
Interesting. So before marriage, this person needs to be ready to let go of the
If
relationship.
they don't force you.
That's very powerful because too many people enter relationships damaged or coerced, and then you're in the relationship and there's no way out. So the chance that you had to leave, you missed it. The boat left you. Like you, now you're stuck on that
And
island.
can I explain that? Sometimes people start talking when one of them is in another relationship. And they're hoping, because they know it's a toxic relationship, one day you get free. I've seen so many couples that they befriended each other long when they were in different relationships, or one was dating, but they knew it was not working. This one was patient, knowing, I know that won't go anywhere. And we are friends. Should you become available and I'm available, we will. If we don't, so that freeness should be there. I know many people came to settle saying, we have been friends for a year or so, and I was dating, and you never showed any insecurity. I'm very, you know, they won your trust because they did not tell you, leave that guy. They supported you in your struggles. At the back of mind, they knew we can be a good pair, but I won't suggest it. I want it to evolve.
Yeah.
If you happen to be available, that will be. So while outside here, they don't force things. But
Okay.
while inside, they never use the word, I'll quit. They never use the word divorce. They never suggest quitting. Even during the fiercest problems.
Yeah.
They tell you, yani quitting is never in their mind. That's the right person. It's not in their mind to leave. It's not in their mind to. You see, you mentioned something very important, that we are not promised certainty in life. We don't get into marriage hoping for flowers and red carpet.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't get there
It's for
hoping just
better,
for
for
songs.
worse.
Yes.
Sickness, poverty.
You know, and this is a person who you know they got your back.
Yeah.
Whatever you try, they got your back. You know this person is you have the right person when they're telling you, go try what you need to try. Go the direction you need to go. They don't try to hold you back. So you know you have it's a green light when the person is asking you to express other sides of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.